Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Middle Earth, and Miss Marcelin was on her way to her next rendezvous with what's his name? I can't. Rabbitron. That's who. And, well, she discovered this scout here who'd like us to go up and get rid of a few enemies, so we're going to do that. Oh, look, orcs. We'll certainly be happy to get rid of a few orcs. Oh, look, there's somebody else up here. Who are you, and what do you want? Hi.
Would you do something for me?
Says, oh, you startled me. Well met, traveler. I am Marvellin, ranger of these woodlands, but I ask that you keep your voice low, for I am tracking down a voracious band of thieves. I trailed the brigands to this ruin, but now I see there are mostly orcs here. The ranger peers nervously about. There have been a few orc raids through these woods of late, and recently we brawled for a good while. Fear not, for I survived with nary scratch. But those blasted thieves made off with my lucky talisman. It is a charm we rangers keep for good luck while on the hunt. You ask him if he fought with orcs or with brigands, and he peers into the distance. Oh, you know, both really. There were quite a lot of them. This might go a lot faster if you were to aid me in this endeavor. You do look capable enough. All I need is my talisman. You can keep any other treasure we find. So what do you say? Care to help me retrieve my lucky charm? Sure. Why not? Because we gotta go in there and kill a bunch of stuff anyway. Alright, let's get started. Oh look, there are orcs everywhere.
LOTRO.
Excuse me. Yeah, I saw you. Thought you were gonna take me by surprise, did you? Now, we're looking for Etheldir's captain. Wherever that might be. Not the first clue.
LOTRO.
Y'all are blind as bats. Defiler, warrior. That's a leader, but that's not a captain. But it might have something to do with the other one. Nazgul. Got him. Looked like that did it. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Would you, like, I don't know, target the actual enemy in front of you? One trying to chew your face off? Alright, I did what you asked.
How can I be
You're
of
back.
service?
Any luck? You shake your head. His expression breaks for a moment, but he quickly regains his smile. Same results on my end, I'm afraid. Oh well, I'm sure it will turn up. I could have sworn. No matter. Thank you for your help all the same, Morslin. I will think on this, and perhaps wander the area further southeast, beyond the old hobbit burrows. That is the life of a ranger, is it not? Until we meet again. Dude, you do not dress like a ranger.
What can I do for you?
I commend you, stranger. With your help, the enemy will gain no stronger foothold in these lands. Here's what I promised you.
Mind my words, traveler.
Between Elodin's note and your accomplishments here, I am willing to trust you with a task, if you are willing. Take this report to Galathril. She is at Tham Lamren, a camp to the northeastern part of this land. Your assistance in this will mean that I can continue my watch here, yet still provide her with the information she needs. It is highly probable that she could use your help as well. No, we never did get around to finishing the mushrooms, but that's the least of the problems right now. Find the ranger keeping watch outside Tornhad. Meet up with Ravitron at Tornhad. So it looks like Tornhad is our next destination. Alright. That was pretty easy. Kind of fun. Oh, and yeah, I did swing by Bree and pick her up the birding skill, which I was kind of surprised she never even picked up the fishing skill. She's not done any of the hobbies yet. Of course, she's a mariner. She's a sailor. She should know fishing by default. She shouldn't even have to learn that. And I did mean to pick up a better fishing rod at the auction house, but I forgot. So I guess we have our basic rod for now. I was going to see if I could find a nice crafted rod, because, well, they give you extra boost to your fishing. That is so pretty. The area really is pretty. And I wonder where... I have already forgotten where Tham Lamren is. You know what? Let's look. Tham Lamren. You know, I'm not 100% sure. That's the one called an Eastern Track. Oh, it must be this right here. Yeah, right here. All right. So, nowhere near where we're going right now. But it is near where the mushrooms are, so... good to know. The mushrooms and the Eastern Trek can go together. And... what happened to y'all this time?
Could I speak with you a moment?
Well, look here, my very favorite mariner. Your timing is most fortuitous once again. Another one of those wretched spirits is pestering good folk like ourselves. I stepped off the road for barely an instant, and it swept towards me most frightfully. I was just regrouping and getting prepared to send it packing, but now that you're here, well, youth before beauty. We would be much obliged if you could see to its defeat. Look for the ghostly figure. Okay. Yeah, I love that youth before beauty. That's cute. Alright, so somewhere around here is a ghost. Or maybe it's not a ghost. Who knows? The ground has been disturbed here. Examine the disturbed ground. I missed that part of the equation. Oh, look, it's a brigand. The ghostly figure was not a ghost after all. There's some brigand burying their treasure, or trying to dig some up. Who knows? Really? Come back here, ya wuss. Search the rocky outcrop. Would that be this? Oh, I found his camp. Well, a tin of chalky white paint. Good for pretending to be a ghost. Oh, I lack the proper training. I forgot. I am not a prospector. Or am I? Yes, I am. Okay. I still need to work on that. Sure. Continue searching for clues. A path leads deeper into the rocks. Follow the path. Okay, what path? Oh, look, a relic hunter. Excuse me. And you are incredibly rude. And you over there using me as a pincushion are incredibly rude too. Alright, so this place is crawling with brigands. Like that one. So we need to defeat some relic snatchers, some relic hunters, and whoever their captain is. Well, conveniently located, Captain. It's conveniently located. Ouch. Really? Alright. I stunned myself. That was a little rough. It looks like we only need one more beach now. Alright, need one more relic hunter. Alright, so let's return to the elderly couple. Yeah, y'all can stay there. You too. I'll let that wolf go by. Well,
What do you need?
yeah. Alright, I was gonna leave you alone. But no, you gotta walk right in my path. Alright, let's try this again.
Greetings.
You return. Is the ghost defeated? You tell him about the relic hunters. So the cur was trying to scare people away from where they were digging by pretending to be a ghost? Well, he certainly fooled me. Yeah, my thanks, friend. I would have seen it to it myself were I a few decades younger. We're grateful to you. We haven't much, but please take this for your trouble. We'll be on our way to Tornhad once more, all thanks to you. You sure you don't want to come along with me? Because that's where I'm heading myself.
Could I speak with you a moment?
You have done much for us, but I wonder if you could spare the time for another task. Tornhad is not far away, but with Waltney jumping at every shadow he thinks might be a shade, our going will still be delayed. If you happen to find your way to the town, please let our son Waltney Jr. know that we're very near there. I would not want him to worry. Here, lady, I could do that. Because, luckily for you, that is where I'm headed. Couple of little asides, but we seem to be heading in the right direction. Couple of little fun asides. I kind of like that they kept some of the troll saw music here and the angle. Just another little thing that ties the two areas together. What? Alright, what is seen cannot be unseen. Do not worry about me. 'Tis a minor wound, nothing more. One of my fellow rangers is seeking a healer as we speak. Do you see that cliff to the southeast next to the waterfall? I found an unfamiliar campsite there, devoid of any souls, but I left it alone, intent on first completing a task I had been assigned. As you can see, I haven't been able to go back to investigate. I suspect some rather unsavory folk have made their way northward into this region. For what purpose, I do not know. Would you take up the task of investigating the campsite? Let me know your finding. Yeah, I can do that, but not right now. I got other things I gotta do. But We grabbed it because, well, I didn't want to go looking for that later. You spot a ranger keeping watch. Oh, hello. Holding up the wall, I see.
What do you need?
Hey there, what business have you? You tell the ranger that you're delivering a letter from Aragorn on behalf of Glorfindel, and the ranger straightens up. Yes, I see, he says, taking the letter. He scrutinizes it and then tucks it away. The ranger leans against the wall again and gives you a curt nod. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that it is unopened. Many thanks on behalf of the Dunedain. That's it? The settlement of Tornhad is alive with the bustle activity.
How can I be of service?
We have arrived, Marcelin. The Dunedain range are far and wide throughout the wilderness, but Tornhad has served as their relatively permanent home for many years. Alright. Really, none of these are great for me. So, I guess it doesn't matter which one I take. Now, let us find some of my friends among the Dunedain. We will tell them about the work pack that threatens the angle, and I also wish for them to keep watch upon the staghorns when I have gone. There is... I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just going to call him Hemi. Well, let us speak with him first. Well, first thing I'm going to do is grab a stable. Megalonin. Sweet-eyed melon. So, who's this guy? That's Hemi. Ravatron has come to visit us, has he? Very nice, but he has chosen a busy time to call upon Tornhad, for some of us are preparing to depart on a mission of secrecy and some urgency. We may not have much time to spend in conversation with our artist friend. What did you say your name was? Marcelin. It is a pleasure to meet you. If you're willing to distribute these rations among the provision crates throughout Tornhad, I will even try to remember your name in the future. I speak in jest, Marcelin, but I would appreciate it. Alright. Immediately set upon with the task. Well, while we're doing this task, we can appreciate our little stroll through Tornhad, because I think it is probably one of the nicest small settlements I've seen. Yeah, it's used as the usual Breland graphics, but I don't know, there is something about this place. I kind of wish Combe looked a little more like this. It's just a little more meandering. Waltney.
What can I do for you?
Well met. Yes, I am Waltney Maythorn III. I go by Thorn, however. You tell him of his parents' impending arrival. What? My parents are coming here. Today? Those old fools. I told them to stay in Bree where it was safe. Oh, dear, this is terrible. I must excuse myself. My home is nowhere near ready to accommodate those two nitpickers. If my mother were to arrive and see my whole ridden socks hanging by the fire, I should never hear the end of it. I thank you for helping them cross the angle. What a nightmare this is. Say, would you be up for assisting me? I must rush off to my house and do what cleaning I may, and my larder is emptier than if I'd had hobbit guests. If you were to hunt a bit for me and bring back the boar meat, I would really appreciate it. Even in Middle Earth, you got the nosy parents coming round. We got several crates here. All right, and Who are you? All who desire friendship with the Dunedain must accept this simple truth. There is always more work to be done than there are hands to do it. If you offer your help to a ranger, expect him to take you up on it. My name is Angwood, and I am the armor master of Tornhad. Rangers favor medium armor made of leather and hides over the heavier plate worn by the knights of other lands. This, then, is my request of you. Bring to me leather and hides of the Avant wolves and lynxes that can be found throughout the Angle and the Fightful. Be careful not to mar too badly the skins that you bring to me. I need relatively intact hides if I'm to make armor of suitable quality for those sworn to Aragorn, our chief. Alright. First we picked up another quest. And one I imagine will get done in the course of doing other stuff. So I'm not going to fret doing it. You see this spot, though? It's just very beautiful, kind of tucked away. Alright, who are you? Veyron. Yeah, no. Thanks, Veyron. I'm not interested in a game of who can get there first. That's exactly what that was. A timed quest to see who could get to a spot first. No, not interested. Alright, so we've distributed all the goods. You have exhausted the rations Hemi gave to you to distribute. And who are you? It is not unusual for one of the Dunedain to spend hours walking in the wilderness far from home. Indeed, it is how we came to be called rangers by the folk who warm themselves by the fire we protect. This is especially true of our healers, folk such as Mandan and Idrian, who are often gone for hours or days at a time in search of our herbs. Idrian is always welcomed back with smiles and laughter, and Mandan's healing skills are welcomed, but the man himself can be rather abrasive. Still, he is a master healer, and we are lucky to have him. But he has been gone for a long time. If your travels take you to one of the rivers northeast of Tornhad, might I ask you to see if Mandan is in danger or needs assistance? He often walks the river bank seeking ingredients of which to make use. We got a couple of quests that are what level? 45. We're starting to get some quests even here in Bangle that are just edging outside our range. Aw, look. Wonder if he's telling them a tale of the old times. Is there... I shouldn't have kept looking. Hell, friend. You're an adventurer, Macellene? It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Helchin, and I'm only lately removed from childhood. It is true, I am very recently sworn to the service of Aragorn, chieftain of the Dunedain. It seems only a short time ago that I led a battalion of my fellows in and around Tornhad, delving into the hillside caves and exploring the woodlands without supervision. But we were only children. Now I'm a man grown, and have taken the oath of the Rangers, and will die in service to Aragorn if I must. I am eager to prove my worthiness, but for today I've been tasked with a simple duty, patrolling the bounds of Telgarth. Perhaps you will accompany me and tell me of your adventure. It will help pass the time, and I fear nothing so much as I fear boredom and tedium. Has all the magic and excitement gone from the world? I will meet you near Telgarth. Alright, so that is also something for later. We probably want to shore up our resolve a little before we start doing some of these other things. And once again, I forget you with your time quest. Okay? There you are.
What do you need?
I've just begun to tell the Dunedain the reasons for our visit here, Macellene, but they insist they have too many tasks to which they must attend, and have little time to listen. I've never found them to be especially polite, but on this day it seems worse than usual. What say you, Intern Fair? I believe us to be friends, but it seems you cannot spare a moment for Ravadron, though he departs on the morrow, and you will not see him again. I've known Ravadron my whole life, and that means I'm familiar with his old tricks. He has always had a flair for the dramatic, quite unlike others of his people I've met. But very well. If you will do my own task for me, and bring these swords to the forge for repair, I will humor Ravadron this once. And if this be for the last time, I will count myself fortunate. Dude! He's leaving Middle Earth, and y'all are treating him like the redheaded stepchild. Of course, yeah, okay, granted, he is a little dramatic, but rude! Y'all all being incredibly rude to him. Unfortunately, we had to come up this way to turn stuff in, because we know exactly where the forge is now. The ranger Prestadier catches your eye and calls for you to speak with him. You're a friend of Ravadron. It's a pleasure to meet you. May I ask what brings you and he to Tornhad at this hour? You tell the ranger that Ravadron is saying farewell to the places he knows before journeying to Grey Havens, where he will board a ship and leave Middle Earth. I see. That is his choice, and it is not a choice that is available to all of us. Can I ask you to do something for me, my new friend? While I finish up my work here at the forge and speak with Ravadron, will you patrol the bounds of Tornhad? We are preparing our own departure, though our destination lies to the east and not west as his does. And if fortune is with us, ours will not prove as permanent a stay as Ravadron's. Alright, so he wants us to conduct a patrol. And we might even manage to get some of our fresh meat while we're doing that. But, of course, we will be doing that next time. And until then, bye for now.